In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
Whereof do they question one another? It is of the awful tidings, concerning which they are in disagreement. Nay, but they will come to know. Nay, again, but they will come to know. Have we not made the earth an expanse, and the high hills bulwarks? And we have created you in pairs, and have appointed your sleep for repose, and have appointed the night as a cloak, and have appointed the day for livelihood. And we have built above you 7 strong heavens, and have appointed a dazzling lamp, and have sent down from the rainy clouds abundant water, thereby to produce grain and plant, and gardens of thick foliage. Lo, the day of decision is a fixed time, a day when the trumpet is blown, and ye come in multitudes. And the heaven is opened, and becometh as gate, and the hills are set in motion, and become as a mirage. Lo, hell lurketh in ambush, a home for the rebellious. They will abide therein for ages. Therein taste they neither coolness nor any drink, save boiling water and a paralyzing cold. Reward proportioned to their evil deeds. For lo, they looked not for a reckoning. They called our revelations false with strong denial. Everything have we recorded in a book. So taste of that which ye have earned. No increase do we give you, save of... Lo, for the duteous is achievement, gardens enclosed and vineyards, and maidens for companions, and a full cup. There hear they never vain discourse nor lying. Requital from thy Lord, a gift in payment. Lord of the heavens and the earth and all that is between them, the Beneficent, with whom none can converse. On the day when the angels and the Spirit stand arrayed, they speak not, saving him whom the Beneficent alloweth, and who speaketh right. That is the true day. So whoso will should seek recourse unto his Lord. Lo, we warn you of a doom at hand, a day whereon a man will look on that which his own hands have sent before, and the disbelievers will cry, Would that I were dust.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
By those who drag forth to destruction, by the meteors rushing, by the lone stars floating, by the angels hastening, and those who govern the event, on the day when the first trump resoundeth, and the second followeth it. On that day hearts beat painfully, while eyes are downcast. Now they are saying, Shall we really be restored to our first state, even after we are crumbled bones? They say, Then that would be a vain proceeding. Surely it will need but one shout, and lo, they will be awakened. Hath there come unto thee the history of Moses, how his Lord called him in the holy vale of Tova, saying, Go thou unto Pharaoh, lo, he hath rebelled. And say unto him, Hast thou will to grow in grace? Then I will guide thee to thy Lord, and thou shalt fear him. And he showed him the tremendous token, but he denied and disobeyed. Then turned he away in haste. Then gathered he and summoned, and proclaimed, I, Pharaoh, am your Lord, the highest. So Allah seized him, and made him an example for the afterlife and for the former. Lo, herein is indeed a lesson for him who feareth. Are ye the harder to create, or is the heaven that he built? He raised the height thereof, and ordered it, and he made dark the night thereof, and he brought forth the morn thereof. And after that he spread the earth, and produced therefrom the water thereof, and the pasture thereof. And he made fast the hills, a provision for you and for your cattle. But when the great disaster cometh, the day when man will call to mind his whole endeavor, and hell will stand forth visible to him who seeth, then, as for him who rebelled, and chose the life of the world. Lo, hell will be his home. But as for him who feared to stand before his Lord, and restrained his soul from lust, lo, the garden will be his home. They ask thee of the hour, when will it come to port? Why, ask they, what hast thou to tell thereof? Unto thy Lord belongeth knowledge of the term thereof. Thou art but a warner unto him who feareth it. On the day when they behold it, it will be as if they had but tarried for an evening, or the morn thereof.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
He frowned and turned away, because the blind man came unto him. What could inform thee but that he might grow in grace? Or take heed, and so the reminder might avail him? As for him who thinketh himself independent, unto him thou payest regard. Yet it is not thy concern if he grow not in grace. But as for him who cometh unto thee with earnest purpose, and hath fear, from him thou art distracted. Nay, but verily it is an admonishment. So let whosoever will pay heed to it. On honored leaves, exalted, purified, set down by scribes, noble and righteous, man is self-destroyed, how ungrateful! From what thing doth he create him? From a drop of seed he createth him and proportioneth him. Then maketh the way easy for him. Then causeth him to die, and burieth him. Then, when he will, he bringeth him again to life. Nay, but man hath not done what he commanded him. Let man consider his food, how we pour water in showers, then split the earth in clefts, and cause the grain to grow therein, and grapes and green fodder, and olive trees and palm trees, and garden closes of thick foliage, and fruits and grasses, provision for you and your cattle. But when the shout cometh, on the day when a man fleeth from his brother, and his mother and his father,